Start.
Good evening, children. A very warm welcome to all of you in the ongoing summer break evening event. Well, children, so far you have learned a lot of things. That is the 15th day, and I expect that all of you have really taken up a lot of things which have been delivered by our teachers, right? You have learned yoga skills, you have learned physical exercise, you have learned aerobics, and apart from that, the motivational stories which have been shared by our teachers from history, from Hindi, and from other literary sources. But today, just for the sake of difference, I have picked up topic from sports. And my personality, sporting personality, which is well known to everyone, it is Sunil Gavaskar, who is right now on your screen, and he's a legendary cricketer. Well, as far as the Sunil Gavaskar is concerned, well, we all know that he is born as a very young, charismatic player, and he was born on 10th July in 1949 in the middle class family to Manohar Gavaskar and Minal. You can see on the right hand side there are two pictures, one of his father, second is of his mother, and he was a lone son, but there's no sister as such. But the girl who is sitting there, she is a girl from their family. But Gavaskar was the lone child of their loving parent, right? So he loved cricket from a very young age, with no surprise, as his father was very good club player, and his maternal uncle Madhav Mantri had been a former Indian Test wicket keeper as well. So Gavaskar has got the cricket in his blood, and he learned all these skills of cricket game through his father and through his uncle. And as and when you see the time passed by, after that he matured into a great cricketer, and later on he established his name. And then after attaining age of 2021, he got married with Marshnil Gavaskar. Marshnil Malhotra, later on she you see adopted title of Gavaskar, who was a daughter of an industrialist or leather industrialist from Kanpur. And then they led a very happy married life, with whom he has blessed with a son also, Rohan Gavaskar. Although he was not very successful as a player, but he is there in Bengal, and right now he is coaching the cricketing teams or cricketing clubs in the West Bengal. Now, this is the family pics of Sunil Gavaskar, enjoying the light movements. Well, as far as his career concerned, I must tell you, Gavaskar, who is considered to be one of the most prolific and best opening batsmen in cricket during his own time. So he was a former Indian cricketer and known for his numerous records which he sets over the span of his playing career. I tell you, although he played cricket for 17 years and he made a lot of records, right? So long who he was playing, really it was a tough for the opponent to hold him out or to dismiss him. And always, whenever you see any journalist who goes to the newspapers or to the media, always they told that it is a Gavaskar who is the biggest hurdle in the between defeat and victory. So he was very tough customer. And when he grew as a national hero by making a lot of records on making runs into tons, then he really fulfilled the expectation of many Indians. And he wrote the history of cricket by setting numerous records. Many of them, children, I must tell you, took a lot of decades to surpass, and many of which are yet to be broken, right? So in schooling days also, he used to play for his teams. And here only I want to tell you that he was given the best Indian young player award in the 1966-67 when he was playing from Dadar Union. Later on, because of his skill and style and extraordinary, you can say, temperament, he was chosen for the Indian team in 1977, and the team of India went to West Indies, where he really played a lot of cricket, and there he amassed huge runs. And then he showed the world how to play the fast bowlers. Well, all these are the strokes you can see very well. All these are the strokes which he played, and he developed a lot of strokes also on the either side of the wicket as well. And the wide range of strokes really made him the great hero and a great opening batsman. One thing more which I want to tell you, the picture which is right now on the screen, you see, these are the pictures of really great bowlers. One of the picture, these are in 4 quarters. One of the picture on the right hand side at the bottom, you can see these are the 4 quadrants of, these are the quadrants of the West Indies, Roberts, Holding, then Sylvester Clark, Garner. Then above it is Densley Thompson, Rodney Hart. On the right is Imran Khan, Sarfraz Nawaz, and at the bottom is Bob Willis and Botham. All they were so deadly lethal. They used to um, bowl very fast with all aggression. And Gavaskar, without you see using any helmet, he has played against all these great bowlers with with authority and really made lot of run against them. Then there was a very big movement came in the Indian history when Gavaskar was made as a captain in 1983. Although as a captain, he was not at all successful. But later on, he was replaced by Kapil Dev. Kapil Dev became the captain in 1983. He was the member of Indian winning World Cup team. India lifted a trophy and by defeating West Indies. And Gavaskar, although he did not give any valuable contributor with the bat, but his advices and slips and fielding in the slip cordon area along with the you see the cooperating attitude made the you see India to lift the World Cup. And you can see in this picture how you see the Indian team is sitting and how they are really enjoying the winning moments by lifting the cup, right? And then after that, after 2 years of a span, then there was another World Cup in the say leadership of Gavaskar held. It was in Australia where Sunil Gavaskar lifted a trophy, one day series, Benson Hedges one day series, and on the right hand side, you can see people with the champagne pouring on the heads of shoulders of Sunil Gavaskar, and people are really enjoying these light and rejoicing the moment. Then Gavaskar, you can see how he's shaking hand with the bowlers. And here I want to tell you that at that time it was Sir Donald Bradman who made the record of 29 centuries and highest run getter at one time. But it was Gavaskar who broke the record of Sir Donald Bradman and also made the highest runs in the Test cricket. But Gavaskar, along with Sir Vivian Richards, have really showed great skill playing cricket without using helmet. Now, children, everybody knows that today a lot of protective guards are there, and you love to play cricket, right? Lot of things are there for protection when bowler bowls. But at that time, these protections were there, but Gavaskar never ever used. He never ever wore any helmet. And he showed that you see people, if you are having confidence, if you are having a wonderful temperament, and if you know where your off stump is, then naturally you are going to face any bowler. And children, here I must tell you, he made maximum runs against the fastest bowling attack of the world, and that is against West Indies. And then after that, it was Australia, right? So Marshall is really applauding him. And this picture, which is very significant, here I want to tell you, it is Gavaskar who is waving his bat after completing 10,000 runs. Right. So he was the first man in the world history who completed 10,000 runs. After that, there are 6, 7 batsmen who have attained such a great feat and accomplished this target. But Gavaskar was, whenever you see this 10,000 run mark will be discussed, always the name of Gavaskar will be taken. And that after that, it was the last series against Sri Lanka, and which he played. And then it was Pakistan came to India, and where you see he made 3 centuries, and then he succeeded in drawing the series as well. And it was in 1987 where he decided to play his last match of the his career, and it was the Reliance Cup where Gavaskar played in India, Pakistan, um, against Pakistan, and in that match he scored well. But after that he made his announcement, and then you see joined the profession of commentator, expert commentator, because of his foresightedness, because of wisdom, because of expert and analytical comments. He is known well wide. The wonderful you see explanation, the command of language, charm of expression, everything is very immaculate, flawless, and unique. And due to that, Gavaskar is always regarded one of the best commentator in the world. Now you can see he's sitting with his father, and both are commentating in one of the match at Kolkata. And as an expert on the field, whether it is doing ground report or interviewing anyone, always eager to conduct that. And here with Sunil Kapil Dev, he is sharing a great movement, and BCCI honored both of them for their valuable contribution in the world. So both of them have played against all the strong opponents of the then time, whether it is Australia, England, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or the West Indies. Sri Lanka, I must tell you, it got the playing test status in 1982-83, and against them also Gavaskar made you see a lot of runs. So Gavaskar has made in excess of 1,000+ runs against all the cricketing nations. But the best, you see, hunting ground for Gavaskar was West Indies, right? Now, this is the picture with Marshall Gavaskar and Gavaskar. Both of them are bidding, you see, goodbye to the cricketing field. And towards the end, I must tell you that it was the last decade of his career when he decided to lift the bat. After that, he decided to join the profession of cricket. In a lot of his offers have been given to him to join BCCI and other government posts, but he refused because he's very vocal. He's totally fearless commentator, and when he was playing in the cricket as well, at that time also he was totally played without any fear. So played without any fear, and a very fearless commentator. He really set standard for himself. And today he's the most sought speaker and most sought commentator at the world level, right? And I must tell you, he's also very much good at writing books. So he authored so many books, whether it is Idols of the Idols, Sunny Days, One Day Wonders, etc. So whenever you get time, please read all these books. Wonderful it is written, wonderful with all good illustrations. Now, as far as the award is concerned, Gavaskar for 10,000 run, he was honored by BCCI. Then for Padma Bhushan, for his valuable contribution to cricket, he was honored by the government of India, Padma Bhushan by Neelam Sanjeev in 1980 for his recognition and contribution in the world field, recognition of his contribution in the world of cricket. And then he was also given away the prestigious Colonel C.K. Naidu Award, Lifetime Achievement Award in 2012, right? So this was there. And now towards the end, I can only say that very few cricketers have attained such a great height so early in their career. And apart from India, he received accolades, recognition, respects in other parts of the world as well, and remains a modest gentleman and a thorough sportsman. Well, children, so long cricket will be played. That is my opinion. He will always live in the minds and hearts of all those who love and play cricket with great honor and respect. Now, children, the second segment of my presentation is National Prides of India. Well, in class 7th, very categorically, a lot of things have been mentioned about these two monuments. Now, it must be very surprising in European why I have picked up these two monuments. Both appears to be very similar, but still there are a lot of differences, and they are national pride, right? Because I must tell you, there are 28 historical, geographical, and other political monuments of India. They have been included in the World Heritage Site, and these two are also the part of the same, right? So today, lot of similarities, but today I'll tell you what are the differences between these two, right? So listen it very carefully, and this is for the sake of information I'm sharing with, because before that, the biography which I have shared, it is for the inspiration you can draw from the great batsman. And now these two things which are appearing on the screen, with the help of that, you can come to know how these two monuments are really great monuments, great treasures of India, right? And how we can promote the national consciousness, or you can say promote the you can say love and devotion towards these historical monuments. Well, India Gate is situated, everybody knows, in Rajpath near President House, whereas the Gateway of India is situated in the financial hub Mumbai city in Maharashtra at the Kolhapur, very close to five-star Taj Mahal Hotel, right? Now, as far as the construction is concerned, so the India Gate was constructed in 1921 to 31. That was the duration. Whereas the Gate of India was constructed between 1913 to 24. So in a nutshell, I can say that in India Gate has taken 10 years for its completion, whereas Gateway of India has taken 11 years for its completion. And as far as the amount which was costed at that time for their construction, for India Gate, it is 5 crore estimated cost, and for Gateway of India, it is 21 lakhs. Now, from the height point of view, it is 40 meters in height, each altogether 138 feet for India Gate, whereas for Gateway of India, it is 26 meters, or we can say it is 85 feet. Now, as far as the importance of historical importance of these two monuments are concerned, India Gate was built in the memory of 80,000 plus soldiers who laid down their or sacrificed their lives in the First World War, right? And you know that First World War fought between 1914 to 1919. So those who have laid down their lives for the in the memory of these soldiers, it was constructed, and therefore it is also termed as war memorial, right? I don't know how many of you know that whenever the Republic Day starts, before that always President of India in his chariot comes and visit this place, pay homage to the martyrs. Then after that he goes to the main rampart where he unfurls the national flag, and after that the Republic Day starts from the Rajpath of Vijayapad, right? On the other hand, the Gateway of India is an arc monument which was built in 20th century, and it was constructed in welcome of King George V and Queen Mary at their arrival in India. Therefore, it is also called Swagat Dwar of India. Well, some historian also says it that it's a Taj Mahal of Mumbai, right? So these are the decorations which are given to such a beautiful Gateway of India, right? And in India Gate, the name of 30,000 martyrs are inscribed on it, right? And the India Gate was designed by a very famous architect, Edwin Lutyens, Sir Edwin Lutyens, who also designed Connaught Place, President House, and Indian Parliament House. Whereas the Gateway of India was designed by Scottish architect George Whitted, who also designed the Bombay BT, Bombay House, Bombay Museum, etc. Now, as far as the materials are concerned, in India Gate, red, yellow stones along with granite have been used to provide consolidation, solidity, and wonderful look. Whereas in the Gateway of India, it is built on Indo-Saracenic style, and gray stones along with concrete and basalts have been used to provide the solid foundation. Well, children, India Gate has completed successfully 89 years, whereas the Gateway of India has completed 96 years of its existence. Now, towards the end, I can only say that voting light shows along with political and social rallies are organized in Hindi and Hindi languages at India Gate, and that too you see free of cost. There's no entry fees. Whereas in Gateway of India around 8 p.m. till 10 to 11 p.m. the light and sound shows are organized in Hindi and Marathi, that is the local language of Maharashtra. Entry fee is also free, but on yearly basis, they also organized the Elephanta Festival of dance and music. Well, children, this was all about from my side. I hope you have enjoyed. I can only say very shortly, we are resuming with our schooling as well from Monday onwards, likely to be. But till then, I'll only request that please be safe, because in many districts, almost in all districts of UP, or you see the lockdown have been lifted. Restrictions related to lockdown have been lifted. So please don't go outside until it is very needed and required. Stay safe and follow all the protocols, and spread your love, positivity, and smiles with your presence. Thank you.